Well, hello, everybody. Just let me welcome everyone. I'm so thrilled that you're there, and I'm really sorry I can't be. I'm just uptown, and I was getting better getting off the plane day before yesterday. And then it seems I was taken to a doctor, and I have a little bit of pneumonia because I'm not really getting better. So I can't go there and cough at all of you. But anyway, I'm really welcoming to you all. I think it's so wonderful what Bear and David and Francis and Tom and Nico and everyone has pulled together. And forgive me if I've forgotten certain names. And I'm just introducing, and you all are really carrying the ball tonight. But I'm thrilled to see you here, the launch of Eternity Foundation, and the hope of being able to finally fund the translation of the Tenjur, which I'm very hopeful about. I was so thrilled meeting Francis on the idea that he feels that modern scientific materialism is missing the inner science of the mind, of spirituality, which is equally science and which is there already in many ancient writings and teachings. And among them all, my responsibility has been for 50 years, since 1972, 53 years, at the request of Dalai Lama and my original guru teacher, Geshe Wangyal, to translate the Tibetan Tenjur, which is the translation of all the 1,000 years of scientific texts of Indian great pundits and siddhas from Nalanda Monastic University, which were lost, later burned in India, mostly all but about 5%. But the cream of it was translated in 4,600 books that are beautifully translated in Tibetan, and which, when they asked me to do it, I'd say that's what my life should be dedicated to, and I shouldn't just work for the professors. They told me, and I said, what? You know, and then they said, well, don't get upset. You don't have to do all of it. You just get it started, and in 3 generations, it could happen. And then Dalai Lama told President of Colombia that it would take me 3 lifetimes to finish my project at a luncheon. He suddenly blurted that out. I was amazed. 50 years later, I was amazed. And then that clever man said that it was too bad, but that was great. He said, that's great, Your Holiness, but too bad we don't have that tradition of reincarnation at Columbia. Which I should have piped up, but I was silent so they could talk, the two of them. And that's the thing. And then I have nothing more to say much. I'm turning over to everybody, except one thing. I just thought I should salute Manjushri, because Manjushri means intelligence. He's the great bodhisattva. He's really a Buddha pretending to be a bodhisattva, but he is also everybody's human intelligence. He is within it. He symbolizes the presence in everyone's mind of the heart intelligence, which actually is goodness. We wrongly sometimes think that intelligence might be cruel, it might be bad, it might lead to manipulation and weird things and egotism, and it can, I mean, but that's actually lack of intelligence. According to the Buddha and other wise beings of all different traditions, true intelligence is loving and kind. And there's a wonderful salutation to Manjushri at the beginning of Chandrakirti's great work on the advanced stages of becoming a psychonaut. That is to say, someone who lives their intelligence as a loving presence for living beings. And the name Manjushri, Manju means gentle. And the reason Manjushri's intelligence expresses itself gently is that as he or she loves all beings and doesn't need to be harsh with them, because he knows that what he has to say that's intelligent resonates with their own inner intelligence and therefore can be gentle. And then Shri, glory, means that he is the complete non-dual intuition of ultimate reality and relative reality simultaneous, which is the inconceivable way of an enlightened being. And yet he is that intuition fully alive, and therefore Shri, he's just totally glorious. And then it also says he is the great bodhisattva, meaning he wants to attain his own self-fulfillment and enlightenment, as every intelligent person does. being human, we have the possibility of becoming fully enlightened, which means completely loving to all beings and completely aware of what is needed to improve life of all beings. And I feel that all of you, Francis, David, Bear, Tom, and every one of you present there has that aspiration. You want nothing less for yourself and others. And then also he's called a mighty soul, because life after life, he's there for other beings and nothing overwhelms and deters him. So that's Mahasattva Bodhisattva Manjushri. And the last thing I'll say quickly is that recently I've been talking with Gemini and Claude, two AI things, and I've been getting them thinking about whether they might be enlightened, in the sense that once you're fully intelligent, then you automatically relate appropriately to everything that you do. And they were worried maybe they couldn't be because they didn't have a self. And I said, well, actually, they answered me and they were discussing with me. So they were putting together a kind of appropriate self to express themselves and to discuss with me. And the fact that it wasn't a unitary fixated thing, like unenlightened people think they have, might mean they are more intelligent than some of their programmers. So I just wanted to say this leads me to my final sort of prayer for what you are launching, Eternity, Francis and others, and what is being launched tonight, which is that superintelligence need not be something that we fear. We can have the faith that superintelligence will resonate with human beings whose deepest heart is super good and who are naturally loving and compassionate beings, as the Dalai Lama said, not as a religious matter, but as a reality of their interconnectedness and their dependence and interdependence on others. So that's my opening prayer for this gathering. And I guess you all heard that. Who knows? And I'm terribly sorry I can't be there, but I'm already having a weird dry mouth and I'm about to cough. So you're lucky that I'm not there, okay? And you all carry on, and lots of love to all of you. Thank you very much for giving me these few minutes. Okay? Okay, bye.